I wasn't sure if Luke had like actually recognized that she was there or not yet, because he was doing like lines off of a guitar, and I turned around and she was just watching him. And just,
okay, the
like,
stream's getting deleted right now.
Put it in at the end of the
along with
podcast, a little Easter egg.
Along with the clip of you trying to say
yeah.
Daniel Craig's wife and Rachel Weisz at the same time as saying Daniel Craig's rice. Did you see that? I sent it in.
Did I say that? No.
I didn't
Yeah,
say that.
it's in James DeClare's channel.
What was it?
You just click on it and you should see it. You should be able to...
It says Sean no speaker to English, but it wouldn't load for me.
It will not play, Freddie.
Oh,
it's really good. Listening. I cut it out of the actual podcast and just clipped it. I cut out all of us. Any clippings just not being
Daniel
able to...
Craig's right.
I don't know what you're trying to say, but it's quite good.
I don't do either.
Like, I know you're like really trying to say, but I think it is that you're saying Daniel Craig's wife and Rachel Weisz at the same time.
And also Weisz.
Yeah.
And
Weisz I knew who I was talking about. I just...
it was a really good clip.
Yeah.
I did cut it out though because
it is good. I've missed that one.
But yeah, Aaron's
James. Sorry, I just opened your intro right now. You wrote it as if it's like after Christmas.
No, I didn't.
What?
This is an interpretation. Also, yeah, Aaron's not here this week because he's just working in Smith's and decided not to tell any of us.
Yeah, there's a bit of lack of communication there, and we kind of fell through on that. But
they're sort of. I mean, like I texted him yesterday to say, "Are you working at Smith's tomorrow?" And he said, like, anticipating that like I'd go and visit him. And he said, "Yeah, 6 to 12." And I went, "What about the podcast?" And he didn't reply. And then I sent him something else, and he did reply. So he clearly just doesn't want to address the issue of not being here. So I edited the intro about 5 minutes ago to reflect the new content.
Can we just pretend that Aaron is here the entire time?
I mean,
wait for the movie review part, and we just all stay in silence.
Could one of you just stream just a picture of him, so it looks like he's here?
I don't think I have any pictures of Aaron on hand, I'm afraid.
I've got loads.
Here, I'll just wear these, and it's kind of the same effect.
Let's see. You look a lot more vicious than Aaron, though, with the man. Aaron looks more mischievous.
Yeah,
you look more like a challenge.
I can't see anything.
You look like the Challenger space shuttle disaster, Killian.
You look like a state man.
I look like I challenge rivals.
Do you have any?
I thought it was going to be I challenge right-wing propaganda.
Alright, so what's the crack?
So we're going to do the intro, or are we going to talk about, or we're going to let Sean talk about Rachel Weisz?
Yeah, fuck it, I'll do the intro.
No, you do the intro. I'll talk about Rachel Weisz after.
Yeah, Rachel Weisz after. So,
God, I think I'm falling in love with her. That's a joke, by the way, guys.
I'm sure it is, man. Yeah,
because of my Photoshop, where it looks like she has a really, really long neck.
We'll get back to it after.
John, let me do the intro. Oh fuck, my phone's on 10%. Okay. What a holiday, eh? Santa Claus is back in town, and I'm still dreaming about that one scene from Lola Rent. Most secret podcast yet is released this week after the last one was so meticulously edited to make us all sound so tight and sexy.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm not gonna,
all of us.
No.
On our
sorry. I want to cut over you there, Kadeem, for a second, because I edited that podcast
literally
so
5
well,
lines
and
in.
I'm so proud of it. Even though my audio
I'll
is
share it
really
around.
glitchy, it's so beautiful. Like, oh wow! Don't share it around because my audio is still really glitchy. But oh my god,
wow.
we all sound so class.
John Sheehan just released a new music video, and I was like, "Oh yeah, everybody have a listen to that." But first, listen to the podcast.
Aww,
Cleanse your palate.
So sweet. Anyway, go on with the intro.
Yeah. Most secret podcast yet is released this week after the last one was so meticulously edited to make us all sound so tight and sexy.
Yeah.
Yes, it's all of us on our magical pre-Christmas podcast, which is, if anything, slightly better than the Christmas episode and definitely more solid than the post-Christmas one, given that we don't believe in after Christmas, the free holiday. Wait, what? You're actually getting more like senile with each one. There's loads of like apostrophes everywhere, and I don't know how to read this.
Just read it.
Anyway, free holiday party is loose, and we're guzzling at an unprecedented rate. Here is I, Killian Lynch, aka Screamin' Joe News, back again to talk about as many things as possible in 1 hour, which is apparently the most secret goal of this podcast.
Yeah, it really is. I made a list last week of how many things we talked about. It's a lot.
Leave a big pause here, so help me God, or I'll personally steal every Christmas present you ever dreamed of and deliver a little coal straight down your chimney.
Yeah, you did leave pauses in the intro last week, and it made me unhappy.
Oh shit! Did I not?
I literally never seen you blast through something so quickly. There was like paragraph breaks, but you just decided that they didn't exist. It was really, really good, but really
hey, I got excited. I was like 4 cans in.
Yeah, were you?
Like this, I think this possibly be the first podcast so far where I wasn't drinking before we started. Where am I? Bring back Vin Diesel into our pretty world. Here is this week's fact. Producing partner with George Zach. The company is called One Race Productions. Also owns a record label called Racetrack Records. It just makes no sense. Like you're generally getting more insane each week.
It makes lots of sense. You just have to keep going, keep reading.
There's so many full stops everywhere.
You didn't write that last section. That's from a website.
I can tell. It's very obviously fun. Anyway, there should be a he is at the beginning of the fact. Okay.
I see.
Like in brackets, he is.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to put a hat on it. The in brackets race reference here is the same one referenced in the Muse song in brackets Survival, which was used as a theme for the 2012 Olympics. Fucking mad.
Yeah, no,
Vin Diesel found this out about it. He vowed never to know anything about the Olympics again and killed someone called Will Smith. One of these is probably related to that. What the fuck is it? What's this sexy breath supposed to be, James?
I don't know. I left that up to your own. I'm just the director.
Okay, anyway. After a failed demon summoning, we are joined again by Sean Morris. Sean hails from the Jersey Shore, Ballantyre, and his favorite movie is the Ballyhonest Sausage Ad. He also aims to make his way through the world. Last night he tried throwing a dart at a globe. It landed in the middle of the sea, and he nearly drowned before being rescued by James Cameron resurfacing from the Marianas Trench. After this great disappointment, he was only cheered up by being recast in the Titanic remake, titled Titanic and Prejudice and Zombies, which is a sequel to Pride and Prejudice and Zombies. A unique feature. Oh, we should all just review one of those movies.
What, Titanic and Prejudice and Zombies coming out next year with Sean as an extra?
Yeah, I'll do what's it? Abe Lincoln, Vampire Hunter, and James is in the background somewhere. The sequel.
Yeah.
Where am I?
It's the me bit, I think.
Yeah, I need to be drunk for this. He's still waiting for further news about this movie, but he looks forward to a hit. Welcome back, beauty, glory, miss, adventure, John Morris.
Fuck's sake.
James, wait. Who the fuck are Castor and Pollux?
You remember the twins from the Hunger Games and one of them's an Avox?
Castor and Pollux were twin brothers in Greek and Roman mythology.
And in the Hunger Games.
Oh, Jesus. Oh my god. Young Damage is not back, instead killing Olin Smiths, the great wanderer of the value. After being called Lord of Flies for the first time this week, Aaron is debating taking a deep... What the fuck? I'm genuinely... I'm going insane here reading this.
I'm really glad at how much this is breaking your mind.
I'm just mush right now, to be honest. Aaron is debating taking a deeper dive into the world of villainy and taking a night course in psychological manipulation and paraffin villainy. What's going on? Oh, fucking, can we finish this podcast already? Holy shit. Given that he currently has no enemies and also, as previously discussed, no reputation. So it's pretty much a blank canvas and an open goal. So we should all probably start shivering, especially that guy who bought a chicken fillet roll in Tesco 3 weeks ago to the day. Welcome back, James. Congrats on last week's crazy edit, and good luck not getting your audio glitched out this week. James has been driving the world crazy this week by just going too damn fast. I, James, commemorate this by making Killian Lynch speak in tongues. Garescent Pezzi Papi Manepe. That is the tongue of a fake Italian. Good light. The only problem here is that probably the best thing I read in that entire thing is the fake Italian.
Which is really terrifying.
Oh, Jesus. You actually cracked me already. Oh my god.
That was a fucking train wreck of an intro.
That was a
Killian forgot how to read.
I'm not drunk. I need to be drunk for this.
Yeah, no.
I'm telling you.
But you forgot how to read, which is more than enough.
Yeah, because I can only read when I'm drunk. Like Rain Man, but instead of autism, it's drink.
Okay. Are you just Brain Man now?
I'm Brain Man.
So Sean, what's this thing
anyway,
about Rachel Weisz?
The Rachel Weisz. I was going to say the whole Rachel Weisz fiasco. What's all this about?
Oh, okay. So James made a new cover picture for this for this podcast, which is me as Geralt of Rivia. My
Sean, you
fantasy,
can't
that's
the happiest photo you've ever seen of yourself.
my fantasy, dare I say it. And then there's someone else, but then there's also Yennefer in the background. And like when I saw the picture, I only saw like a small preview of it, and I kind of glossed over it. And I thought it was just some shite cosplay of her. But then I clicked into it and I saw it was Rachel Weisz, which, if you didn't watch last week's episode, is my personal pick for who should have played Yennefer in the TV show. And it just made me happy. The fact that I didn't know that it was just some random person that was trying to look like Yennefer, and it was just Yennefer's body with Rachel Weisz's head just sellotaped on.
Yeah.
It just makes me angry that I wasn't a casting director for The Witcher.
Yennefer's body would be a good sequel to that Megan Fox movie.
What?
Jennifer's body.
Jennifer's body.
Hey, no. Yeah, Transformers 2.
Can you name one time I've known anything ever?
Yeah, just say there's some way we can work Yennefer Vengerberg into the canon of
Jennifer's
Transformers.
Definitely.
Oh shit. Nothing interesting.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Well, I mean,
Yennefer Vengerberg to Megan Fox.
That's a good one. That's a good one now. But fucking like
that's just
Merlin and stuff, like
a fictional character to a real actress.
So
Merlin. Oh, they are.
Yeah, all the Knights of the Round
actually,
Table
I
can
can
be
relate to two of them.
Transformers.
Oh yeah,
I think you could
all the
easily.
Knights of the Round Table, all the Knights of the Round Tables are also in the Witcher books.
Oh yeah, but that's because
There
they're
you go,
traveling.
and you're in Witcher. Are they Transformers in that too?
No, but we can read between the lines and say they are. We all knew what Andrei Sapkowski was trying to do.
Do we? I don't think anyone does, including him. But yeah,
Yeah, no, he's a psycho.
I'm really proud that I tricked
probably
Sean
not.
with that Photoshop.
It's good.
Yeah, you did
It was
trick
such
me
a
in
good
fairness.
Photoshop.
I know, it does look like she has a really long neck though.
Yeah.
And
You
also,
put it
I'm
there,
really
I wanna
glad
see it.
that it's right beside a really bad Photoshop of Sean as Geralt of Rivia.
Yeah.
It is quite a terrible show.
I know. I really put no effort in, but here we are. And the one of with the guy who allegedly looks like Killian, Thomas Brody Sangster.
My friend just texted me actually like 2 days ago, like the day after we made the podcast, and he was like, which obviously wasn't 2 days ago. I don't know what I'm saying that for, but my friend was like texting me. He was like, "Yeah, my mom said you look like the guy from Queen's Gambit," and then I've gotten 2 other people who also said it in like the last week.
To be fair, in that picture, like you do.
Yeah, you do.
What the fuck are you guys talking about?
You look like him. If you put on like
I hate him so much. I hate Thomas Brody Sangster.
If you put on a duster and a hat, you'd look like that.
Yeah, I don't know.
And he has a duster.
Do you? Oh, he's getting sued.
Yeah, he does. He has a duster. He wore to Luke's a couple of days ago.
Oh, did you?
He's getting
Yeah,
sued by Thomas Brody Sang. He's getting sued by Thomas Brody Sanger's legal team for stealing his likeness.
For infringing on his image rights.
Hey, let me see if I have a hat like that. Give me 2 secs.
Okay, let's see if this works. I try to make this a more audio-friendly podcast, and it just works less and less every week.
Yeah, my audio's gone to the dogs. Well, not my audio, but Killian's is real laggy for me.
Yeah. I mean, the audio is fine this week. This week's going to be easy to edit. Because
Look at the duster.
And there he is. There's this duster.
Mm. There's Thomas Brody Sangster, whatever his name is.
You don't have a hat.
That's what you wanted.
No, you don't have a hat. Oh, there we go.
Do I?
That's nothing. That's a completely different kind of hat.
No, I'm Thomas Brody Sangster. I play chess.
Wait, what type of hat is what type of hat is Thomas Brody Sangster wearing?
Like a cowboy hat, like
This
a Stetson.
A cowboy hat, not a Ushanka.
Oh, look, it's me. It's me. I swear. I'm Thomas Brody Sangster.
Look at you in Suspiria. Look at you.
And my mom said I went downstairs. My mom was like, "You look like the girl on the shirt now with your long hair and your mustache." And I was like, "What does the mustache have to do anything with that?"
The girl in the shirt.
Yeah, the girl in the shirt. Shows
the girl on my
camera.
shirt.
Yeah, it's the girl, the girl from Suspiria.
It obviously looks absolutely nothing at all like
absolutely nothing.
Yeah. I'm gonna keep this little jacket on now.
You're gonna be really hot.
Speaking of hats, though, Sean.
Mm-hmm.
A bit of bad news.
Overboy.
Oh no.
Did you buy it?
Oh. Do tell.
Well, my sister was just wondering where you got your hat because she wants to buy one herself.
Okay.
She also wants to buy one for you because she absolutely lost it.
Which hat was it?
She told me.
I actually don't know where I got it. I think it was my class like hobo beanie.
Oh yeah.
And it was such a nice hat. Like it's so nice.
Yeah, but like
it was
knowing
so
Sean,
nice.
Sean absolutely
Probably
found that hat on the ground.
I did not. I didn't actually. I think I got it in either Austria or Australia.
Oh,
one of those countries that start with an AU. No, it's honestly it's fine. She's gonna actually die now that I tell her that. Generally, like she was generally like, if that hat costs €150 or something like that, like I'll buy it for him anyway. Tell her to get me the Loverboy beret instead.
I was gonna say I'll convince you to get you the Loverboy hat instead.
Is she home?
Oh, she's just gone into town. But I asked her as she was going out the door. And she said,
Tell her honestly, it's fine. There's no worry.
I'm going to tell her you crying. I was going to say you cried on the podcast now.
I mean, I did last week.
You were having a very bad time, James.
I was just so... You just disappeared from my audio completely, and it made me very unhappy.
You did?
Yeah, last week.
That's I've got a lot of good hats. I've got a lot of good hats in my wheelhouse. That was just my only good beanie.
This is the new segment instead of what's in my drawer.
Yeah, we'll go through my hats. I'll be back in a sec. I'll just gather them.
I really wanted to make this
worst segment ever, as always.
Sean is like, he's really, really good at producing segments that are just in no way interesting to anyone who isn't him.
Truly, yeah. They're not even interesting to himself. He just wants to get up and walk around for a bit and then come back.
Oh no. I have a really weird feeling that everyone's going to buy him a hat for Wishmas.
No, I already have his bought actually, and it's a ring. If I have a ring, and then I need to get something else for you still, Sean. James, I don't have yours yet. I bought Aaron's. You're the only one I have left.
I bought everyone's weeks ago, and
I haven't bought Aaron's either.
I completely forgot what Aaron's is.
That's gonna be good though. It's a good surprise for all of you.
Yeah.
For all of us.
I bought it, and I thought, that's great.
My hat collection. I've got this beanie, which is a poor man's beanie compared to the one that Killian's sister lost. Okay, I'll only bring out the good three then. An Overwatch snapback. I don't know where I got it.
This segment was already.
I've never
so much worse.
I've never worn it before.
Is it any rival to my Overwatch cup?
Why do you hold up Overwatch?
No. Well, yes, it is.
When me and
I don't know where that came from. I have no idea where I got that hat.
That's a nice hat, though.
I mean, the best hats are always the ones you found on the ground.
Always. Thomas Brody Sangster, is that you? Rick Farrell.
If only Killian was wearing this hat in his Thomas Brody. I look like Paddington.
You really do.
You look like Kiadi Mundi.
No. He looks nothing like Kiadi Mundi. He looks like Plo Koon.
Kiadi Mundi.
The thing is flattened down, so it looks like just one big forehead.
Yeah, that is very Plo Koon-esque.
Yeah, I think it's more Plo Koon.
Kiadi Mundi's forehead.
Yeah, he's the one with a very long head.
That's what I'm talking about.
But Sean looks more like Plo Koon.
Don't ever second guess me. I know what I'm talking about.
I will.
No, you don't. You didn't know who Keira Knightley played in the fucking Phantom Menace.
You also didn't know what the Cobble Cuban Monkey Lizard was.
I mean, no, I did know who the Gobblegee Monkey Lizard. I didn't know his name.
Yeah.
Salacious Crumb, which I now remember.
But you also mispronounced Gobblegee Monkey Lizard, or at best mispronounced it. I'll be honest, you weren't even close.
No, I just said it really fast because I couldn't remember how to pronounce it, and I hoped you guys didn't know it.
There's something else that I let Sean away with last week that I made a note of, but my phone's upstairs. Oh yeah, the Doritos packets that he got Assassin's Creed Origins on. What's the story with that?
What? What are you talking about?
Wait, how did that come up?
It came up last week when we were talking about Assassin's Creed.
Were we talking?
We were talking about Assassin's Creed.
Oh yeah.
And then we cut away. Then we finished the podcast, and I never got to hear what happened and how you got Assassin's Creed using Dorito packets. And how it was...
actually, I remember that.
I got Assassin's Creed Origins for free. Okay, by using the power of Doritos. Because Doritos aren't. No, well, I'm just for continuity's sake.
Okay, fine.
Doritos aren't the smartest when it comes to doing like promotional packets. So they had like a promotional packet that had like a code on it that you could like redeem, and you get like, I don't know, Xbox Live codes or fucking Game Pass codes. You'd also get games. The only problem was they put the codes on the outside of the packets.
Oh.
So I was I'll admit, it was very scummy of me. And it's not my proudest moment, but I
just went into a shop and
was
just fucking do the codes.
I mean,
I literally just went into the shop and just took pictures of the back of Doritos packets.
I'll be honest, I won't lie to you. Me, Christian, and Mark did that exact same thing last summer with Pringles packets to get tried with a Polaroid camera.
Yeah.
Which is
you can get a Polaroid camera for like €15.
We could have gotten one for free.
Free. Only a bit of man labor. It
would have probably been absolutely shit.
No, it would have been great. We would have gotten it would have been the best thing ever.
Every photo like has like that the Pringles dip in it. the lens is like only like that.
But this reminds me of something else. Did any of you ever hear about the KFC Memories bucket? Which was
no.
It's one of the most insane promotional things ever. Which is a bucket of chicken that KFC sold that had a Polaroid camera in it, so you could take pictures of you and your friends eating chicken.
What the fuck?
Wait, had a Polaroid camera in the actual bucket.
Literally, it has like as in the ones that you like shake.
That seems to be it. I don't know how it works.
Yeah, was it?
I just heard about this.
Was it in the bucket though, or did you just get it with the meal?
I think it was in the bucket.
Because
it's part of the bucket.
I heard about it on another podcast.
Then they'd be then they'd be greasy.
The title
pictures.
of it. Yeah, it's all greasy and like covered in like chicken gunk.
Yeah, that's the point.
Yeah, it would be greasy as fuck.
Yeah,
oil.
The title of this like news article
is that a good marketing point?
Reinvented the chicken bucket.
I'll be honest, they have, because they put a Polaroid camera in it, which is the biggest reinvention of a chicken bucket ever. But
that's so weird. Yeah. I mean, considering there's been no change.
There was, because then there was from the same podcast I learned that KFC didn't always have their buckets in white and red stripes. That was done by another guy who founded some other really famous restaurant chain, which might have been like Wendy's or something. He was the guy who came up with the idea of like making KFC, putting chicken in red and white buckets, and it like saved KFC's business.
I fucking hate those facts so much.
I can't imagine how something that nuanced could save a business.
I have no idea either.
But it does like all the time. Like that's not in like a uncommon thing at all.
I trust Eric Bador with my life, so I'm not going. He inspired. He's the guy. He's a Rooster Teeth guy. He does this facts section of the podcast that I found that I got this from, and he is maybe the most insane person of all time, and inspires everything I do on this podcast. But he taught me a lot, and those are two very important things that he's taught me. The KFC memories.
One of the ones I remember. It's like it was an advertising campaign, but in like the middle of like America, there's like this one singular restaurant that was like called Burger King, like way before Burger King was like a huge chain.
Yeah.
And Burger King is not allowed to make a like restaurant within like 50 kilometers of that area, or else the other Burger King will sue the absolute shit out of them. So it's this one tiny shop that sells like, it has like 5 things on the menu and maybe 10 people go there a week. But it just has complete power over Burger King.
I mean, there's a similar thing in Australia.
That's what you want. You want a small independent business to have complete power over a massive.
It's barely a business
like Burger King.
Because it's also called Burger King.
I mean, the Burger King is called Hungry Jack's in Australia because I think there was already a restaurant called BurgerKing there when they moved there.
Oh, that's horrible.
So
Hungry Jack's.
Yeah, it's a really weird name for it. And it really confused me.
Shit as well. I hate Hungry Jack's with a passion.
How many times have you been to Hungry Jack's?
In my life, and I've hated every single time.
Australia McDonald's is really good though.
I know we're in the middle of recording stuff, but is anyone's audio really out of sync?
I mean, it's a bit glitchy, yeah. But like, I can probably fix it in post. But yeah,
Okay, I really hope you can.
but yeah, America. Sorry,
I can probably fix it in post.
I mean, I can just cut bits out so it sounds a bit more fluid. But yeah, Australian McDonald's is amazing. I got a deluxe burger or something from there when I was watching The Grinch in 2017, and it was the best McDonald's experience of my life.
You remember you going to Australia?
When have you been to Australia?
Yeah, I went to do you not remember?
I went to 2017.
Yeah, 2017 to 2018.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
And I remember I went on like the day exams started.
Oh no, I do remember that actually.
And I started to watch your dingle about it. I said, "Yeah,
I do remember that actually."
He's like, "Yeah, I don't really care. Like you can miss all the exams if you want, whatever." And that was that for my 5th year.
To be fair, my dingle was just like, I know you're gonna like pass them all.
Yeah, that was pretty much it. And he's like, "Yeah, you're probably fine."
Dingle gave out shit to me for going to Budapest after the mocks.
Yeah, but that was 6.
Yeah, but you went to Budapest with like lads and stuff.
You went to Budapest for like a wild adventure where you all slept in one bed.
That's not true.
How many beds were in the apartment, Sean?
It might have been true for that. There was one bed in the apartment. We didn't all sleep in it though.
Didn't you guys just get super fucking drunk though and go to like a ballet?
Yeah, no, we wanted to. That was my idea. It
was like your idea. Like,
it was my idea. I want to do a bit of culture. I wanted to go to the opera house or something.
Sean, actually, you did do like cultural stuff though without anyone else, and it was good. And then
yeah, I did. Well, no, actually, I'll get back to that. I'll get back to that story, but I'll tell the ballet one first. So yeah. I'm sorry, tickets were like €5, so it just been stupid not to do something.
Okay. I got that, I guess.
But before you went, I was like, "Oh, come on, lads, we do something." I don't know. I was like, "I'll look up something," and I found this ballet in the opera house, and I bought tickets for everyone, and then we went. But like, it was me, and then it was me, and I dress respectively when I need to dress respectively. But then I was with Shane Gallagher. I was with Shane Gallagher and a couple of other lads, but Shane Gallagher is someone that stands out the most. So we were in an opera house, which was we were in an opera house pretty much, which is a pseudo black tie event. There are a load of people in tuxedos and like nice dresses, and then there are a couple of people in jeans, but like jeans and shirts, and then we rocked up, and Shane was in a tracksuit, a grey tracksuit. And a green type of grey Celtic jersey, and we just looked so out of place.
Sean, the thing is that you show me photos of Budapest, and there's not a single photo of wearing that exact green Celtic shirt, except for when he really hates seeing him shirtless.
Yeah. But and then during the intermission. We went out and I say mingling. We didn't mingle. They're all Hungarian fuckers and we can't speak Hungarian. So we went out into like the foyer or whatever it is. It's pretty much just to buy a drink. And we got Shane to go and he spent about €40 on 2 gin and tonics.
What?
And
they weren't that expensive. He just got shafted because he was wearing a tracksuit.
Oh my god!
They just didn't want him there, and rightly so as well.
Sorry, if I saw Shane going to me in a jersey, even here, I'd get him to pay €40 for a gin and tonic.
Yeah, it was a horrible experience because like me and Joe and like Liam and Cullum were dressed like all right, but then Shane wasn't in the slightest. But we still had to stay with Shane. We couldn't just ostracize him from the group. So there's a group of like 6 lads standing around, and then everyone else was just looking at us, just giving us the dirtiest looks in the world. And we're in one of the booths. We're in one of the booths as well. we're in one of them as well, and there's two elderly women in sparkling dresses with their little monocles out, and I'm not even kidding. And Jacques, the sweaty bastard in a tracksuit, was sitting behind them, like giggling to himself, just at nothing. I'm surprised we weren't asked to leave. In fairness.
Oh my god! Because the whole thing is like, you guys didn't have the plan to go to it, did you? Then did you change
we did
the event? Did
no, we did. And most of us did. It's either just Shane did.
There's the two parts. See, it's like, I'm not sure, was it like him being like, I'm just not bothered to change, or is it him being like, I don't know, I'll dress fancy for the occasion and I'll wear my nice Celtic jersey instead of my other one.
Instead of my rotten Celtic jersey.
Instead of one that's covered in beer and it's all sticky.
Another story from Shane's horrible dress sense and horrible just his ideas of the dress. The first night we got there, he before he went there, he put his jeans in the wash, but he left it too late, so they're still wet. Like in his suitcase, they were like saturated. They were saturated. I'm sorry. We went to Budapest in February, I think it was, and it's quite cold in Budapest. It was like around like -1 to like 2 degrees the night we went out, and Shane had nothing else to wear, so he went out in soaking jeans. His jeans were like saturated, and it was freezing, and he still decided to.
Is there not like a dryer in
the apartment? Because when we got to the apartment, he just completely forgot about the fact that they need to be dried until he needed to put them on before we were going out. And he's like, "Oh fuck it, I'll just wear them out like this anyway." Like, think of putting on wet jeans. Just think of how horrible that would be.
It's horrific.
So tight. They're so tight. Fuck off.
Oh god. Anyway, he's a good man, our Joxy.
I was like, when I was at Electric Picnic, I was with it was like the very last night, and we were all like very, very drunk, and I went to a concert. I was actually with you, Sean, for ages, and we got split up, and then I was going to a thing. I met up with Liam, and then we were like, "Oh, we're both going to go to this concert, right?" And he was like, "Yeah, we'll both go to it." And it was like a 5-minute walk away, and like 5 minutes just going to get like a pint, and then I was going to come back. And by the time that I came back, Liam was in like a long red dress and had like loads of makeup on. In the space of like 5 minutes, he had changed, and I was like, "What?" Pretty fantastic.
Surely he was wearing it beforehand. He was wearing it all day that day. Actual festival.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like he wasn't really wearing anything like under the dress.
No, he wasn't at all.
That was it. And I remember him dancing beside me, and he was swirling it up like Marilyn Monroe standing over a vent and stuff like that. Was it Liam and his jocks?
Yeah, while we're talking about Electric Picnic, can we tell the story of Sean's most heroic moment ever? Which I still think about on a regular basis.
Every story, it's so good.
What story are you talking about?
Can I tell it for more dramatic effect?
Yeah, maybe censor it mildly, but
I won't say like anything that was like but it was like Sean, you, me, was it our group, like you, me, Luke, and James, like we were all there, right?
No,
I don't know what you're talking about.
Sean was scared. I've asked Sean about this, and he said that as far as he knows, he was on his own at that moment.
Oh my god! No, actually, yes, because it was. I think it was you, me, and maybe Aaron. I think walking back to the tent. And as we were walking up the road, there were these two lads, like really like trying to fight each other, like really going for it. One of the guys like grabbed him by the back of the shirt and was throwing him around the dirt and stuff like that. And at the same time, there was just some random guy like halfway up a pole, like take a video of it. Sean like went into the fight and was like, "Whoa!" He was like, "Look at this," and then climbed a pole up to the very top, and then just like sat there, and they were going, and it worked. Like they broke up the fight, and they like walked away from each other. But I remember like it was the weirdest thing. Like, you got down from the pole, and we walked towards them, and we were like, "Yeah, like what was going on? Like why were you guys fighting?" And he was like, "Oh, he tried to like put something in my girlfriend's drink."
No.
And we talked to the other guy, and the other guy was like, "Yeah, no, this guy literally walked up to me and just started beating me up, but I didn't know what to do." It was just some random like crackhead. He was like, "Oh, fuck you, man."
Oh no!
And you broke it up just by climbing a pole.
Yeah. Which is really impressive.
I remember.
It was like I remember like, those poles.
Yeah, I did that. I did. Yeah, they're quite tall. Looking back at it now, it's pretty stupid. But I did that. Yeah, I was quite high up after.
It still blows my mind that he managed that. Like
it was the fact that it was just the two lads.
I did that like 7 times during the weekend.
Oh my god.
It's highly impressive.
I tell that story to like everyone about how you're.
My memories of EP are quite shaky, to say the least.
Yeah, I had a great time.
And what did they say? What's their reaction to it?
I was like, wow, like. I think they all know like a few other stories about you, Sean. Anyway, like, because my friends in college who know you as like only Ang. From that time you went down to you went to that Airbnb and you dressed up as Ang.
Yeah, which is another heroic moment in the Sean Mars montage.
I know most of them anyway. They don't just know me as Ang. Well, maybe Sophie only knows me as Ang. But
you know Sophie, and you don't know Alan. You know Kieran.
Is this Alan Bright?
Is this Alan Bright or Superfan Alan?
No. Superfan Alan is well versed in the podcast lore.
Yeah, that's why I called him Superfan Alan. He's like the only person apart from us who actually knows what's going on in this podcast.
No one knows this podcast exists. I was on a date actually yesterday.
Okay.
So scared of that moment being like, she was like, "Oh, like show me." Like no, like oh no, like you have to. Like I know, like I'd love to like hear you talk with your friends, and I was like, no, you absolutely would not.
That's the thing. Is
they can't show the podcast to anyone.
The real problem with this podcast is all of us are really terrified of showing it to anyone because we all know, like I love listening to this podcast. Like it's really
I love
good
listening to it with just us.
Yeah, but like, that's not the point of a podcast, really.
Of course not.
I told Joe about it earlier.
I think it's like
oh god.
Like I told a couple of people about it, but I didn't tell that many people how to actually find it.
I've told I think maybe I've told actually a fair few people about it, but I've only shown it to one person. And
that's Superfan.
She was like she that's Superfan Lauren actually.
Okay.
Not Lauren Baker.
Oh. Different Lauren.
Not Lauren Baker.
Not Lauren Baker.
What does Lauren think about it?
To be honest, I don't actually really remember. She just she asked for the episodes, and then never really gives a review. Always stops watching it like half an hour in, and then will randomly text me saying that she's finished it. I'll text her right now.
They're all on Spotify. They're all really good on Spotify. There's only one that's really badly glitched, I think.
But yeah, I haven't showed this podcast to anyone, and I probably won't for a while.
I want to show.
Oh no! Hey,
I mean, it's actually sounding.
I show it to a few people.
It's sounding pretty good now.
Right, last week's episode, because you put a lot of effort into it, James. I'll spread it around a bit.
Well, yeah. Well, my audio still randomly does glitch.
That's fine. I'll need to listen to it first.
It sounds really smooth because I actually cut it properly and I cut some things people said out, and so you can actually really hear everything that's going on, and it's great. And it's properly in sync with the world. It's amazing. It's like the Avatar made the podcast.
Which Avatar?
I'm gonna go for
blue ones.
Who was the one before Kyoshi?
There's one with no hands.
Wait, what's Kyoshi? Kyoshi was What?
Hershey
Hershey was Earth.
Yeah.
Wait. What?
The water
Earth?
guy.
How does the cycle go again? Yeah,
It's
the
the
water
water
guy
guy.
Kirk.
Yeah.
Rook, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it
What's
was
the
the
one with no
water guy
arms?
Kirk. Oh, can't remember.
You're getting slower.
I know-
You're getting
I-
slower.
I only know back as far as I only know one cycle back. I only know back to the Airbender before Aang. Yang Shen, if anyone's interested.
Well,
Yeah, I
they're
do
all
know,
the ones
yeah.
that they actually properly show in the series, aren't they?
Yes.
No, they don't show Kirk in the series at all.
They do.
They don't show Kirk in the series,
In the
and they
second
don't
to
show
la-
Yang Shen.
in like the second to last
They
episode, don't they? He's one that doesn't Aang talk to like their
Oh, yeah.
spirituals.
No, yeah. You're right, actually.
Yeah, of course I am.
But Yang Shen's only in the books, I think. Or no, she might be in that episode as well. Is she?
She's in that
I don't know.
episode too.
Here's another episode.
Yeah. Jesus, Sean, you're getting very slow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't watched
We're
it
catching up to you.
Listen. I've already got my title of being the best in the world. That's all I
Yeah,
needed.
you've passed it there.
Yeah, but you've lost it now.
Yeah.
It's behind you.
Check Tesla today.
It's something from the old days, like the times when you'd get toys with cereal, which is something we should absolutely bring back. Do you remember when you'd get like a promotional box of cereal and it would have like some terrible toy inside it, and it was the best thing that ever happened to you as a child?
Oh, the toys are always the best.
Yeah.
I miss getting Happy Meals.
I don't really care about Happy Meals. All I want is like Cheerios that have like Luke Skywalker discs in them.
Okay, yeah, fuck it. That was cool.
That was great.
So I asked.
Yeah, they were.
Sorry, I'll just say.
They were.
Intervene here and just say I asked Lauren what she thought about the podcast, and she said, "I think if I knew all your friends in it, I'd be honest like a tramp on chips." I have no clue what that's supposed to mean.
Well, I mean, my girlfriend likes it.
Cheers, Lauren.
She can't tell us apart, so
That's still mad to me.
yeah, it's really weird. She said she sort of can now, but before she just absolutely couldn't. Apparently,
Brilliant.
we all sound like the same person.
Yeah.
No.
She says it's
apparently, I don't know
enjoyable
how
but not
to-
very accessible.
What do you mean it's not very accessible? We talk about very accessible things. This podcast maybe not
This
so
is the
much.
most unaccessible podcast in the
How?
world. We literally talk about fucking the worst stuff ever.
That's the point. Look, it's part
Oh
of
my
the
God.
appeal is we go on about. You see, Sean's really just about to disprove me here, isn't he? I'm about to say that, like,
No.
it's part of the appeal. Sean's about to talk about the worst thing he possibly could. What did you just say? Oh my God, to Sean,
This
please.
is my man drawer.
Tesla just dipped.
Oh my
You
god.
got like 10 minutes left. That's-
Yeah, that's
I just got 60 quid off Tesla there. Sorry.
oh my God, that was
Anyway, carry on.
awful. Oh yeah, we
Maybe
didn't.
7 degrees as well.
Yeah, no,
We
sorry.
need to do 6 degrees. We need to do my news story. Could talk
Your
about
news
the-
story.
We could talk about the Tony Blair rock opera if you feel like it, but hey,
Okay.
Go to your news story and then
I've heard about the Tony Blair rock opera, and we're going to spend. That's what we need to anticipate for next week.
yeah, I found out about that and I lost because the first article I saw about it implied that it was like a very well known thing, and it shook me to my core. I also we can talk about Rich Energy next week as well, which is a really weird story. But,
Rich Energy.
yeah, it's just a company that like they basically don't exist, but they also do. So I'm going to.
Oh,
I'm going to send a link to this article.
I like their business. I like their owner.
Yeah, he's also great, and the only source for information about him is him.
William John Stosey.
Story.
It's a mighty old beard. I fucked Story.
Yeah, he's a
Anyway,
really,
what's your news?
I'll just drop it in pod
your
chat,
news segment?
but, like, I did my like pin in the globe thing, which is how I generally find my news stories. So I went to random location generator on random.org, and the place that came up is Tortuga, with like just like where
I just Tortuga.
Yeah, like Tortuga, like the island that pirates used to go to in all them stories and stuff. And I couldn't find any news for Tortuga, but I found this story about a school called Tortuga Elementary.
So James, figure that this isn't acceptable.
But like this, the joy of this is that it's just completely inaccessible and no one could conceivably care about it. Except maybe Alyssa Smith, Tortuga Preserve Elementary School in Lehigh Acres, who's been named Lee County's Teacher of the Year. Yeah.
Hey, so, good for her.
Congratulations to Alyssa Smith of Tortuga Preserve Elementary. Smith. She's 27. Yeah, she's in her 6th year of teaching. She works in exceptional student education, also known as ESE. For those of you interested,
a 3.5 minute event.
Yeah.
Was broadcast over Facebook Lives.
Yeah, I'll be honest. It's not. It's not got. It may lack the glitz and glamour of some of the more auspicious teaching awards, but hey, she deserves it.
One of the other finalists, this guy Miguel Texera, he looks like if you mixed Rahul Kohli and that guy we just talked about from Drink Energy.
Drink Energy.
whatever we're fucking called.
Rich Energy.
Energy.
Drink Energy.
My mind is fried for this podcast. Holy shit.
I really broke you with that intro. Yeah, there he is.
I don't know what's going on with me, like.
Each day students are asked how they feel on a chart of colours. Green means happy, calm and ready to learn. Blue means sad, tired or not feeling well. Yellow means excited, worried or silly. And red means mad, out of control or anger.
Yeah, I feel out of control.
No,
I feel out of control.
No, I really like the idea that like your teacher asks you how you're feeling and you just go, yeah, I'm feeling silly.
Red.
I'm feeling out of control.
No, I'm not feeling silly. I'm feeling yellow.
Okay.
Yellow, the silly variety.
I think this is the only. This is maybe the only way I could conceivably bring up one of the weirdest things I do, which I didn't even know I did until a few years ago, which is that I assign everyone I know a colour in my head, and they're all categorized in colours.
I think a lot of people do that.
Really?
A lot of people do that. People will come up to me and like, oh, you're like Gillian, you're an
and so Sean.
Like, cheers.
Yeah.
Yeah, Aaron is very green.
Well, everyone's either most people are yellow or green. Some are blue and some are red.
And you're just colorblind.
That's another thing. I might be colorblind.
Why would you classify someone like Ryan Quinn?
Blue.
Ooh.
Would that be green?
Red.
Sorry?
Would that be green because he's fucking
deep
green?
Hot red? No, he's out of control.
No, he's blue. Blue's rare, actually.
Blue? That's it.
Yeah.
He's magma.
He's Tortuga.
Yeah. No, like that was like the warning that one of my girlfriend's friends who knew me before I met her gave about me. It was like, yeah, he's a bit weird. He assigns everyone a colour. He told me I was green. I told people in my course about it like the second day. Because I think it was relevant somehow, and I'd really just come to grips with the fact that I was doing it to everyone I met.
if most people are like, green or yellow or similar colors, though, do you like rank one color better than the other the others? Okay, damn. It's gonna catch you out on your racism there.
No, I mean red.
At last, after all this time,
red's a rare one. Red tends to be like very, very few people.
Give us an example of a red person.
I think Luke.
Can we go from one red actor in 6 Degrees to a green actor?
But like I do it with people I know, so I don't know any actors that I know.
Right, do we have any idea what we're going to do for 6 Degrees?
6 Degrees. I think Yennefer Vengerberg to Anya Shaltra.
Who?
That's one. They play the same person.
No, you can't do it like that.
I can't do it any other way.
We do Yennefer to wait a sec. Can we do Yennefer to Alyssa Smith, Lee County's Teacher of the Year?
Okay, so we talked about Megan Fox. Who else have we talked about today?
Megan Fox is a good one. Megan Fox is quite easy as well.
Anya Shaltra to Megan Fox.
We didn't do Anna Schaefer before. Anya Shaltra to Megan Fox. Anya Shaltra is the woman who plays Yennefer in the TV series, and Sean hates because he's a horrible racist.
I don't hate her. I think she's very good. I honestly think she's a very good actress, and she does very well in the role. I only think Rachel Weisz would be a lot better.
By the way, guys, should we get a guest on?
Yeah, we could. I'm just worried that
we were supposed to get one like ages ago.
Yeah, but like, I was thinking, if we get a guest, it might ruin our natural rapport.
That is true.
And seeing as we really don't have a rapport yet, it might be more challenging. Because it's really, you get a guest on when you sort of really know like what you're about and what you're doing, and seeing as we have absolutely no idea, it might be a bit of a challenge.
Yeah. Okay, I get you for that one. I understand that now. The girl I went on a date with yesterday, she was like, "Please, like, get me on as a guest." Like, there's not in a billion years would I do that.
And unidentified someone who was in our year in school, who I won't identify, when he found out I was doing a radio show, immediately asked, "Can I be a guest?" And I just went, "I don't know. Do you have anything interesting to talk about?" I guess. And he really didn't. He just
what's their first name? So that we know. Will that give it away?
It will give it away.
Don't say if it's going to give it away. Like,
there are 2 people in our year with that name, is all I'll say.
That doesn't help me at all.
But
me?
It's not you. You didn't ask to be on the radio show. You asked to do a podcast, and I made sure it happened.
Jesus. Yeah. Oh. Okay. Plans for podcasts in the future too.
So Anya Shaltra to who's the other one? Megan Fox.
Yeah, I've got it.
Oh, have you?
Oh my God, do you actually already have it?
Yeah.
What is it?
I just need to make sure if it actually is right.
I need to look up who this person is.
Anya Shaltra has been in almost nothing.
Nothing. She's been in the AC Murders. Is the only thing I know she's actually been in.
Which is a rumor because it's got like Rupert Grint, John Malkovich.
Yeah,
she was
in John Malkovich, and that's what I'm going to.
I'll try the Rupert Grint.
Never mind, that's Toni Collette.
Okay. Anya to who did I say? John Malkovich.
John Malkovich.
Yeah, because we said that.
Sorry, I'm. Yeah.
John Malkovich. He was in Deepwater Horizon with Mark Wahlberg.
Indeed.
And that already gets me to the Transformers.
Ooh, very clever, Sean.
Which ones was he
from Mark? He was in the last 3. I'm trying to. I don't think Megan Fox is in the last 3.
He isn't.
But there must be some. There must be some character.
He's in the last 3.
No,
it's Mark
Wahlberg is in the last 3.
I'm pretty sure.
Is it your man?
What about Hugo Weaving voices one of them, doesn't he?
I don't know. I actually don't know anything. Do you know your man?
I think Hugo Weaving. What's the evil guy's name?
I need to look up. I need to look up his name. Do you know the lad in like the first? Do you know the lad in the first movies who always has like he's got no pants on?
I think that's a rat.
Wait. I might have one too.
Okay.
I need to find out who's in being John Malkovich. I'm cheating a bit here and seeing who's in being John Malkovich. Orson Bean is in it.
What a man. It really does sound like a direct cross between Mr. Bean and Orson Welles.
Oh fuck! I was actually so close and I lost it.
I mean, it's almost
So
my favorite moment in any 6 Degrees is the time Sean did it the wrong way round and linked one act. I think it was he linked Jeff Ramsey to himself.
Oh yeah, I did.
Sean, you've got me stumped here. Actually, fuck.
Yeah. We're over an hour
Next
now,
week.
so we can finish.
Yeah, well, anyway. Right.
John Malkovich, he's in Johnny English, isn't he? Who else is in Johnny
he's
English?
Rowan Atkinson, Ben Miller.
Yeah. Is Ben Miller the guy who plays what's his face, Boff or something like that?
Yeah, he plays
Boff. It is Boff. Yeah, that's Ben Miller.
I don't know anything else he's in.
He was a big star. He was the star of not Death in Paradise for ages, and he was also one of the main characters of Primeval. Remember that legendary TV series of Primeval?
My cousin is best friends with one of the people who's in Primeval.
Is just himself.
Is it Boff?
Yes, Boff. Ben Miller is also in Paddington too.
Yeah, he is.
Hey, we're not going to talk about Paddington now.
Yeah, right. Goodbye.